What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar tutorial for Messages from Her by Sabrina Claudio. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know in the comments below what other songs by Sabrina Claudio that you want to learn on guitar. The first thing that you need to know to play Messages from Her is that we will not need a capo anywhere up and down the fretboard to play this on guitar. We're just going to have it open. The next thing you need to know to play Messages from Her is the 5 chords we need to play this song. The first one is D minor. The next one is A minor. The next one is C. The next one is G, and the last one is F. And I'll have an alternate way to play that F chord for beginners, as well as chord charts for all the other chords in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. So guys, for about 90% of this beautiful song, we're going to have the same exact chord progression all the way through. It's going to change a little bit at the end, but we'll get there later. So the chord progression we're going to be playing through most of this song is going to be D minor, A minor, C, and G. In that order, like I said, through about 95% of the song, basically until the very, very end. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out with a really simple little picking pattern that's going to be played through the verses of this song. You'll hear it right away whenever the song starts, and you'll hear a chorus that gets a little bigger, we'll get there in a minute, and you hear it in the second verse as well, this little picking pattern. So, what that is it's going to be really simple. For each chord, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the bass note of that chord. So for D minor, for example, that's going to be our D string. And then we're going to go high E, and we're going to do that 3 times. So we're going to go. So that's for our D minor. For A minor, we're going to do basically the same thing, but we're going to switch it up just a little bit. We're going to hit our bass note, which is on our A string there. And then we're going to hit B string, and we're going to do that 3 times. And then we're going to go to C, and we're going to do almost the same thing, but we're going to drop back down. We're going to hit that bass note, which is on your A string on this one, and we're going to drop back down to the high E. So we're going to do A string and high E 3 times. And then last one, we're going to go to G, and we're going to come back up here. We're going to go bass note, which is on the low E on this one, and we're going to do B string, and we're going to do that 3 times. Just like that. So that's that picking part that kind of repeats through the verses. So what's interesting about this picking part is that there's actually not a whole lot of a structure to it, which is good and bad. The bad part is that like it's really not, that's not specifically what you're going to do every single time through the picking pattern, just picking those kind of that 3 times through each one of those. It's going to be a little bit different every single time, but what's nice about that is it's loose and it kind of allows you a lot of opportunities to experiment and just kind of play around and listen to the song and see what sounds closest, because it's not super consistent, but that's like the most consistent picking pattern that we're going to hear. And the other thing about that is it's really, really slow and really, really soft. And so you really want to like kind of just accentuate the notes. Like you'll kind of hit that first one, like really like you'll go, and then you'll kind of do it soft from there, and then kind of switch to the next one. So that first note is really accentuated. And guys, the last thing about that picking progression is that I am actually finger picking this, which you guys probably noticed, but some of you might not be comfortable with finger picking just yet, so you can use a pick if you want to. I'm mostly using finger picking just to show you more clearly which strings I'm picking, but you absolutely don't have to do that. You can use a pick for this if you want to. So with all that in mind, guys, a couple times through that picking progression will look something like this for your verses. From there, guys, we're into chorus. Now, for all of the choruses, except for the very last one, we're going to have that same exact chord progression. D minor, A minor, C, and G. We're just going to slap a strum pattern onto that instead of the picking that we were playing in the verses. Our strum pattern that we're going to slap onto that is going to be down, up, down, up, twice for each chord. Sounds a little bit weird, but the reason I spaced it like that, the way I phrased it, and the way that it's spaced up here, is because we're going to have just little bitty tiny pauses where those spaces are. Not huge pauses or anything like that, but just kind of little breaks in the strum pattern. So kind of, for example, with our D chord, it'll look about like this. That would be our strum pattern for D chord. So all we're gonna do is that same chord progression with that strum pattern slapped onto there. Your choruses, except for your last chorus, should look about like this. And guys, the last thing you need to know to play Messages from Her on guitar is the very last chorus. Now, the strum pattern for the very last chorus stays exactly the same as the other choruses, but what changes is our chord progression. What our chord progression is going to change to for the very last chorus is going to be D minor, F, C, and A minor. And like I said, that's just for our very last chorus. We're going to stick with that same strum pattern, down, up, down, up, twice for each one of those chords. And that's it, guys. That's everything you need to know to play this song. So one time all the way through that last chorus chord progression will look about like this. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play Messages from Her on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helps you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 540 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there could not be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see a short daily preview of what song I'm teaching before I actually teach it, you can hit up my Instagram at @thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below. Guys, Messages from Her is a beautiful song. I love this song. I really love this style of music. There's been a lot of this kind of stuff coming out lately, and I really, really love it. It's kind of been my go-to music genre lately, where I love just chill, vibey songs like this that just, I don't know, they put me in the best mood. This is a great guitar song because it's just a couple beginner-friendly chords, but there's kind of a lot you can do with this to, like I said, kind of layer things up. You can take it really, really beginner, or you can kind of layer it up and add a whole bunch of different fancy stuff on top of it to make it even more cool. This song does actually have guitar in it, so you can really just mimic the guitar that's being played in the song. There's also, like, I would love to see some really cool, like, different covers of people doing this kind of in their own way that's just really more maybe like an acoustic driven type of thing. So anyways, it's a really cool song, a lot of options for playing this song, and it's just I mean, Sabrina Claudio is awesome. Her songs are beautiful. She's got such an amazing voice. And so guys, I hope you have a wonderful time playing this song. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see y'all soon.